All right, so you guys are gonna work for about 17 minutes on the student application, and then we're gonna look at context clues. We're gonna finish what we started. When did I see you guys? Tuesday. So we started with prefixes, the prefix re and pre, and then the other page we had to look at was context clues. And your assignment from yesterday, there was a mini lesson for that. So we will go over that today as well. All right. So I know Kylie is ready. Who else is ready to start with student application? Kylie is ready. All right. I'm going to go ahead and set a timer. I'll let you guys know when time is, running down. 10 minutes, 5 minutes, and 2-minute warning. All right. Go ahead and get started. Remember, if you guys have any questions on the activities that you're doing, just let me know. And for this week, I will be checking spelling. So, all right, you guys may begin. On Tuesday, we looked at prefixes, but today we're going to just focus on context clues. So I'm going to send you guys a link for that so we can work on that. And we will also look at the assignment from yesterday. I'm sure we'll have enough time to do that. So I'm going to send you this. The cover is going to look like the same, but it's not going to have that prefix page on there. All right, so go ahead and pull that up. I will pull mine up too. I'll share mine as we are, so that you guys can see it as I'm typing. If you weren't here when we did this prefix lesson, I'm just going to go through this fairly quickly, and we will come back to prefixes. So we looked at the prefixes pre and re, our last class session. And remember, a prefix is a word part that comes at the beginning of a base word, okay? So some of the examples we had were preschool, prepay, rewrite, and repay. So those are the words that we looked at. Now, does anybody remember, what does the prefix pre mean? As in preschool or preheat, what does the prefix pre mean?
Before.
Before, good. And then we looked at the prefix re, all right, like rewrite or repay. What is the meaning of the prefix re?
Again.
Again or back. Now, Omar, do you have your book? Do you have your real book? Okay, so if you would like, instead of
book?
your workbook, your R book, do you have it?
No, I didn't get one.
I didn't give you one on Tuesday. I don't.
No.
Okay, I don't think the books were here by then, but well, I will have a book for you when you come back. So you'll just have to use the Google Slides for today. All right, so pre and re prefixes are word parts that come at the beginning of a base word. And if you use prefixes to help you figure out what the meaning of a word is that you are unfamiliar with, right? So it's important that when you recognize a prefix, if you recognize it and know what it means, it's easier for you to break down the unfamiliar word. And that's where context clues come in. So that's what we're going to look at today. All right. So it says, so I'm on page 43. So make sure you guys have yours pulled up. You can read along with me, but when we get to the activities, then you can pull yours up. Okay. Can you guys see mine okay? All right. So context clues. Context is the way a word is used in a sentence. A word's context comes from other words, phrases, and sentences around it. Context clues in a sentence or paragraph can help you determine the meaning of of unknown words or phrases. So that's basically just reiterating what I just said, okay? You're going to use the words around the unfamiliar word to help you figure out the meaning of it. All right, so let's look at these sentences here. So this sentence is from Street Smarts, and it provides clues to the meaning of the word hazards. Micah, can you read that sentence for us, please? Starting with Kez also.
Parents also shows kids how to protect themselves from hazards of street life. His teaches them about nutrition and how to treat one.
Okay, good. So the first sentence tells that hazards are something kids need to protect themselves from. The second sentence states that Kez teaches kids how to treat wounds, okay? So when we're using context clues, there's like steps that we should go through. First, you need to identify the part of speech, all right? Then you need to identify the qualities of that word. And then you identify words around the unfamiliar word that give a clue. So you're going to look for words in that sentence that you already know. So we know, or we should know, that protect themselves means what? If you have to protect yourself from something, that means it's what?
Defending.
Defending, but like if you have to protect yourself in a situation, that means that situation is dangerous, right? If you have to protect yourself, usually you protect yourself when you feel like you are in danger or you may be harmed. Yes, Caitlin and Aaliyah, I need you guys, I need to see your faces because I can't tell whether or not you are understanding what we're talking about. So Caitlin, can you position yourself so that I can see you, please? Not just your thumb, but I need to be able to see you. All right, so the first sentence, we have a clue, protect themselves from. The second sentence, our clue is how to treat wounds. Okay? So what can we, based off the clues, what do you guys think hazards are? Based off what we just read, those two sentences and the clues. So the context clues help me figure out that hazards are what? I'll give you guys a second to think about that. And you are going to fill out what you think the context clues help us figure out what hazard means. Think about the clues. Protect themselves from. How to treat wounds. Okay, so what do those clues tell us?
Like
Something kids need to protect themselves from. But what did I just say, you guys? When you protect yourself from something, why would you need to protect yourself from something? We're on page 43.
yeah, hazard is like a potential harm.
Yes, you're protecting yourself from danger, right? Or something that's harmful. So the context clues help me figure out that hazards are dangers that threaten kids' health or safety, right? They have to protect themselves if they're living on the streets. That means they are unsafe, okay? So that is what we're going to put in this first blank here. Okay, context clues help me figure out that hazards are dangers that threaten kids' health and safety. This activity here that says identify context clues, okay? So it says circle the letter next to the best meaning for the bold-faced word in each sentence. Then write the word or words that provided context to the meaning of that word. Sorry, let me scroll down. All right. So we're gonna look at number 1. Caitlin, can you read number 1 out loud for us?
Kids has received several types of
Recognition.
recognition, including as award and prize
Right.
from
Desmond.
Desmond to.
Okay. So Kez has received several types of recognition, including an award and praise from Desmond Tutu. So the word including tells us that an award and praise from Desmond Tutu is an example of recognition. So it seems like public respect will be the best definition, right? So they give us 3 options: public respect, something you know, or disagreement. So do you guys see why public respect will be the best meaning for recognition? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, and then the word or word phrase that helped us choose this meaning was an award and praise from Desmond Tutu, right? That kind of goes with public respect. Oh, why did that just change? So you guys are going to be completing number 2, and then we're gonna go over it, and then we'll look at the next analyze context clues. So I'll give you guys 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes to complete number 2. You're gonna read the sentence, and then you have to select the meaning that best describes what the bold-faced word is. All right. So I'll give you guys till 10:10. If you want to like draw a line or draw a circle or something like that, you can hit this. Oh, I should probably do it over here. Let me scroll up. If you click this line here, if you click this here and go to scroll down to scribble, you're able to you know, scribble or draw a line or whatever you need to do. Okay? Does anybody need any more time completing number 2? All right, let's go ahead and go over it. Aaliyah, can you read the example for us?
A social worker was able to adopt Kez, and he became became part of the social worker family.
Thank you. Great. So what do you think? A, B, or C? Educate, get medicine for, or give a home to?
Give a home to.
Okay. So you guys agree?
Yes.
Okay. And then what is the clue? What are the words or word phrases in that sentence that, you know, was a clue to C was the best answer.
Became a part of the social worker's family.
Okay, became a part of the social worker's family. Good. That is what I think is a clue to give a home to. All right, so then you will type that in. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, became. Did you get this one right? Okay, so you can change it. I can't spell today. All right, now we're gonna move down to analyze context clues. All right, so now we are going to underline context clues that help you determine the meaning of the word in bold print. Then you're gonna write the meaning of the word. So number 3 says, Kes teaches homeless children about nutrition and provides them with healthy foods. So you are going to underline the context clue that helps you determine the meaning of the word nutrition, and then you're gonna write what the word nutrition means. Okay, so let's start with number 3. What do you guys think is the meaning of nutrition?
Provide them with healthy foods.
Providing healthy foods, nutrition,
Healthy foods.
healthy foods. So are you saying the healthy foods in the sentences are a clue, or you're saying nutrition is the meaning? I mean, healthy foods is the meaning of nutrition.
It's a clue.
It's a clue.
Or it is.
I will underline healthy foods, but now we have to figure out the meaning. So yes, I would definitely underline healthy foods, but what's the meaning of nutrition? So we have to think about what part of speech is nutrition. That's kind of like a squiggly line. It's not straight, but we have to think of the part of speech first. And then we think about the qualities of that word. And then that'll help us figure out the meaning. So if we're thinking about a nutritious fruit, we're thinking about a specific, like nutritious describes the fruit. So we're looking at nutrition. So do you guys think that's a verb, a noun? What do you think? Nutrition. I think it's a noun. It's an idea, nutrition. So the meaning that I think would best fit is knowing what is good to eat, right? Nutrition is knowing what you should and shouldn't eat, or what's good to eat, okay? So I'm gonna write that there, and then you guys are gonna do number 4 on your own, okay? So knowing what is good to eat for your health. Does that make sense? Does that meaning make sense according to the sentence? Kes teaches homeless children about knowing what's good to eat and provides them with healthy foods. Now you guys are going to try number 4. Children who do not go to school might declare, I want an education. So you're going to underline the clue and then give me the meaning of declare.
Wants rights for school.
The meaning or the clue?
The meaning, the clue, I put I want to get education.
Okay, so when you guys see quotation marks, what does that mean? What do quotes usually mean?
Like, that's important.
That's important. And someone is saying that, right? So it says children who do not go to school might declare, I want an education. What punctuation do you see at the end of I want education? Shayna, what punctuation is an exclamation mark? When you see an exclamation mark, what's the expression? Is it just a statement or what is it? Someone is probably saying this with expression, right? They're probably saying it loudly. All right, so I think that the quotes and our punctuation will be more of a clue. So declare means that you are stating something loudly, right? I declare that you guys are on time for class. I declare that you show up for Zoom. Okay, and I'm using that with expression. I'm not, if it's, and like you said, Omar, it's pretty important, right? The exclamation mark lets us know that that statement is important and that they're saying it with some type of force. Okay, so I believe that, do I have a text box here? Yeah. I believe that declare means to state forcefully or exclaim. We do have an exclamation mark at the end of that sentence. You guys see that connection? So you have to look at everything. You have to look at the word. When you're trying to figure out the words around it, look at the punctuation. Look at the phrases around it. So declare means to state forcefully. My writing is too small. My text is too small. So to state forcefully or loudly, to exclaim, all of those mean declare. All right, does that make sense? Yes, no, maybe so. All right, so what I actually want you guys to do, I want you to spend the last 15 minutes doing independent reading. We will go back to the context clue activity from yesterday. Did you get a chance to do that work for yesterday? Did you do the student application? You remind you guys, because we will have another async day on Tuesday. Whatever assignments that are, you know, on Canvas, they have to be done. It's not an option. You don't choose to do it or not, especially the student application. So if that's the only thing you can get to, by all means, you need to at least get 15 minutes done with that. Am I clear? So it's not an option. You guys have to do that work. All right, go ahead and pull up your independent reading books. And I want you guys to fill out a reading log entry. So I will go ahead and add that to the Canvas. So pull up your reading at 10:30. I'll have you guys fill out an entry and you will submit it for points for today. All right, thumbs up when you have your independent reading book ready to go and you are ready to start reading. All right, this is important. I need to know the title of your book. And then you're going to use one of the settings, sentence starters for today's response. So you can either say the setting reminds me of the haunted house I went to last year because it had some of the same, you know, rides or something like that, whatever. Or you can say, I would describe the setting as, and give me a description, okay? Based off what you've read, think about the images that the words gave you, okay? Where did it take place? What time of the day? What were some of the things that they explained were in the background, okay? So you guys are going to write in this box here. Does everybody see this? You're not going to respond here because this is just a title. I gave you all of this room here to write your response. So this is where you are going to type, okay? And then you can tell me how many pages you read, or you started at page 12 and you ended at 15, okay? So this essentially is going to be homework for you guys. It is a real quick assignment. If you need to read a little bit more to complete this, that's completely fine. But this is due on Monday. When is this due, Micah?
Monday.
Okay, it's due on Monday. So make sure you guys get this turned in. You have any questions about the reading log or anything that we talked about today? No? All right, you guys are free to go. Make sure you guys turn this reading log in. And I will see you guys next week. All right, have a good day.